Welcome back. You're still tuning in to Namibia Connect on NBC. Now, Top Brilliant Secrets is an inspirational self-help book that aims to keep you grounded, motivated, and aligned with your goals. It is also the ultimate tool to help you experience a life filled with self-love, growth, happiness, peace, and productivity, and to make those big dreams a reality. Author Immanuel Nghifikwa now joins us in studio to unpack this great read. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, good morning, Johnny Konja. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you. This is not the first time, of course, that we are having you on your publishing. You have been very, very persistent on publishing books. And we are at a revised version. This is number 2.
Yes, indeed.
Very well. Talk to us about the inspiration behind Top Brilliant Secrets. What inspired you to write this book?
So thank you very much, Johnny Konja, for asking me that question. It's a wonderful question indeed, because it's always a good idea to give a glimpse of where you are coming from.
Sure.
So, well, I should say that, I started writing when I was in high school. I started writing poems, meaning that, it's just an innate talent of being a writer. But what really prompted To Brilliant Secrets for me to pen down To Brilliant Secrets is that when I was only 14, I lost my dad, who I considered to be the most loving and caring person I knew. After that, I realized that, I was traumatized by the death of my dad. And I've been battling with trauma over, I should say, 4 years. And there was a time that, I decided, Immanuel, will you stay like this for the rest of your life? My answer was no. Then I started a journey of reinventing myself. I decided to start conducting extensive research on how to heal and let go of the emotional baggage that I've been carrying for years. Then I started writing tips. Let me say, if I come across, something like meditation can help you to heal. It can help you to take back control of your life. I'll start meditating for years. And the experience that I got from meditation, that's the experience that I shared in To Brilliant Secrets. It's a matter of learning on the experience that I have been experiencing throughout my life. And, if I happen to find something that, this thing, it's working in my life, I'll make that a principle and detail it into Brilliant Secrets.
Absolutely. And now we're having a new edition, Top Brilliant Secrets, which is, of course, revised and updated. What revision have you brought to this book specifically?
I believe that, the first edition was written from a philosophical point of view.
Very well.
Because, as poets, how we write, our language is always quite complex. But I decided, let me refine this edition in order to be easily comprehensible, especially to the younger generation who are experiencing so many things right now. Yes.
Absolutely. Now, how does this book serve as a helpful blueprint, especially during the festive season? There are a lot of people hoping to go in. Actually, people already are about to start with their New Year's resolutions. They want to become out in 2025 as a new person, very productive, very safe, very self-loving, and also so many things. How does this book serve that purpose for the reader, especially who's going to find it on the shelves? And the experiencing burnout and fatigue is also one of the things that come at the time of the year. How does this book help with that?
Thank you very much for highlighting that. We are at the stage whereby we are experiencing burnouts, NDA fatigue, quote-unquote NDA fatigue. This book, since we are reflecting on the year has been hectic, good memories, bad memories. It will just help you to stay grounded. If you're planning, let me say you're planning to go on a vacation, To Brilliant Secrets must accompany you, whereby, when you're just lying on the beach, that must be a friend. That must be a friend. Let me say also, most of us are going to meet our loved ones. Take along the book. Start leading those principles, because, we're not talking about principles. Principles are rules of personal conduct. That will help you to stay grounded, that will help you to stay motivated, positive, and also to help you to be productive. During this time frame, December holiday, this is the time that we are free. And we are preparing for a new year. We are writing down our New Year resolution. We are trying to be strategic on the things that we want to achieve next year. This is the right time that, you must have principles that you can just lean on and say, you know what, I need to start a new year on a positive note, and I want this principle to help me throughout my year. Yes.
Talk to us about some of the principles in the book that I think that you believe are quite important. It's 100 of them.
Of course.
But then just say some of the few that you have in the book that can also perhaps, someone can actually, get a much better reason to actually get to read this book.
So there are so many principles like practice meditation, embrace happiness, do things that are in alignment with your life, practice gratitude and all of this kind of thing. There are so many. But, especially for the festive season, it's quite pertinent really to stick on some of the principles like practice meditation. Because meditation is very important because, it's help you to stay grounded. It help you to take back control of your life. Because that's the time that you make a reflection and, have a peaceful time of your life whereby you keep away all the distraction, let me say your gadgets, and just focus, listen to the inner voice, listen, just be still and listen to your inner voice for you to take back control of your life. Because, the year has been hectic, so many things has been happening. That's the right time for you to practice meditation, and you need blueprint on how to do it. Yes.
Absolutely. There's so much, that one is really, really, looking forward to the new year, especially. There are so many things that people hold to themselves, thinking that, well, I'm not good enough, but coming into the new year, I need to do a lot. What are some of the advices that you have for people who are having, self-doubt, especially, who are doubting themselves, who are thinking that, well, I can't do this, even though they have potential, but they are still, visited by this devil that is, of course, keeping them back, keeping them doubting themselves and not even actually practicing what they actually want to be doing in the future.
You just reminded me some of the principles in the Brain Secret, like, stop having negative self-talk, stop self-sabotage, stop procrastinating. Because, our voices in our head are the most important. This is the most important voice in my head. So it's always a good idea to stop having negative self-talk. Because, if you tell yourself that, I'm not good enough, so I look ugly and all of these kind of things, you are just belittling yourself. You are alienating yourself. You are telling yourself that, you are worthless. So it's very important for you to really have a positive self-talk. And you can do this by having positive affirmation. Start your day on a positive note, whereby you compliment yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, Immanuel, you look good today. You look good today. So, and it also helps you not to seek validation. I have seen so many people going on social media, how do I look, and all of this kind of thing. It's very important for you to compliment yourself before anyone. Absolutely. It's very important. The voice in your head is the most important voice that you can ever hear. Listen to, So, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about where one can actually find this book. Where can they find it? What is a specific shop? And the launch, perhaps? Is the launch already done on this book?
The book has already been launched because this is a revised edition. It was released this year. This book is available in more than 13 major book retailers around the globe. We are talking about Amazon, Lulu, Kobo, Barnes and Noble, just to mention a few. It's available in paperback format and also ebook if you like reading digitally. And here in Namibia, you can contact me on 081 34 90 748, 081 34 90 748, and you get your signed copy and start experiencing a new life of self-love, growth, happiness, peace, and productivity.
Absolutely. A very, very great edition. I can't wait to start reading it myself. Perhaps your advice to writers out there who are, of course, also hoping to begin a similar initiative to inspire others through outlets such as a book that you have written. What is your advice to those aspiring writers?
So I should advise them that, when it comes to writing, it's quite a subtle and complex journey. But you need to embrace the whole process because, it's worthless to stand at the bottom of the mountain and start admiring the top, but you don't want to take the necessary step to reach the top of the mountain. You need to embrace the process. It's quite a subtle journey, but, just do it. And everybody who is pursuing anything, just do it. And, do it without overthinking how hard it is. And the moment you realize it was hard, you're already done with it. That's it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your book. Thank you so much for sharing this with us and our viewers as well. And of course, we wish you nothing but the best. We hope to, of course, sit down again to speak about the outcomes and perhaps another edition that you'll be writing soon. Thank you so much, Mano.
Thank you very much, Johnny Konja, for hosting me.